This is not clickbait, it's something that I've been considering for a long time now, and some of you have been here for 10 years since I started this channel back in 2014 as a single guy living in a one-bedroom apartment in Cincinnati, Ohio, making all these crazy food concoctions and doing things that are much different than the things that I do today.
Why?
And even for myself, I look back and I'm shocked how far I've come and how different life is. And I just can't make content like I used to. And honestly, I don't want to. So there's got to be a change. So I kind of wanted to cover the changes you can expect and what's going to happen from now moving forward. But I guess to lay the foundation a little bit, part of this is coming from my disdain of social media. And I hate to be this old guy that feels like this, but I kind of got sucked into what everyone is doing, like the vlog style videos. Here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm buying. And I guess at 34 years old, I'm just thinking to myself that it's all useless, right? I think some people convince themselves it's aspirational. It's not, right? No one cares what you're doing. People buying new houses and new cars and new watches and whatever, and the fancy thumbnails. And I'm just, what impact is that having on anyone other than yourself? So it's just nothing that I can really align with. And even for me personally, I don't really like having my personal business out there too much. And I let some of that go in the spirit of trying to get out content. And looking back, it just wasn't worth it. When I look back at old videos like house tour, I mean, who is that helping? Nobody. So I really want to move on from that, even if it's not what's popular on social media per se. I really have no desire to fit into that category. Now, of course, if there's a product like a PE Science energy drink that you can use code Travis to save 10%, I'll always share that with you guys. I don't want to be stingy now. But for the most part, I really want to focus on content that is truly going to help. So over the last 12 months or so, I made a very conscious effort to try to bring up the upper chest. So I've only been doing incline on every pressing movement. So incline fly, incline press, incline anything you can imagine. And it really has made a big difference, but again, it's gonna take a little bit of time. It's not gonna happen overnight. So if you can make the commitment to stay consistent, I think you'll start to see it really pay off. So excuse the randomness of a Grant Hill, USA jersey. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna have some family time at the pool, which brings me to the next point where all my time nowadays is spent with my family, at work, or working out. And really, besides working out, there's none of that I truly care to share that much of in a public forum. So it's not gonna be as much vlog style footage that you might be used to. It's gonna be more pick a topic, what will be helpful for all of you. And my goal is for every single video to add an element of value to every single person watching versus just document what I've got going on, because I'm just not convinced that's truly helpful. And of course, that also means having less free time than I have ever had, especially versus when I first started this channel in 2014. So I try to get up a video every Sunday. Doesn't always happen, as you've seen over the last year, and honestly, it's probably not gonna be a weekly occurrence anymore. It's just gonna be when I have the bandwidth, when I have the ability to shoot something, and also when I have something I feel is actually worth sharing. Like Alfie Boy over there. How cute is he? So some of you might know I've been in my grill master era, and the number one tip I have for you is if you're gonna fire up the grill, you might as well prep as much food as possible at once. So I'm actually gonna make the chicken for Monday night's dinner when I have a little bit more time here on the weekends, but for tonight, I'm gonna make these ribeye steaks, and hopefully I don't mess them up too bad. And of course, safety first, always have your fire extinguisher, just in case. Moment of truth, let's see how we're looking. All right, not too bad. Let's give it a flip. All right. Oh yeah, there we go. Sure, there's some grill extraordinaires out there that are telling me I'm doing something wrong, but that is all right. So these are just ribeye steaks from Aldi, and I just grilled them 7 minutes per side. In my opinion, these might be the best ones I've done yet. You the best. You the best. You the best. All right, you guys, my wife has been so patient as I've messed up like the last 4 weeks in a row of steaks. So let's hope to goodness I got something good here. A little overdone. I tried. It's a well done steak, babe. It's well done. This Haze sleep powder is one of my favorite products Peace Science has released in a very long time. I've been placing a huge emphasis on my recovery, as you can see with my Whoop score right here. It's the first time ever that I've gotten all green recovery for an entire week. So whether you want to take something like this or really just magnesium, I think is the non-negotiable. But this not only has magnesium, it has theanine, tart cherry juice powder, so all types of things that aid in sleep and recovery. And I have been taking this before bed every single night, and it has seemed, I don't know, but it seems to have made a big difference. On the weekend for Griffin's second breakfast, he will get a special treat. He'll get some pancakes. We like to use this Birch Benders brand. It's much better ingredients than traditional pancake mix, and he goes crazy for this stuff. And I'll make pancakes for myself as well using 1 serving of the Peace Science pancake mix. And I also like to add 1 serving of the new sugar cookie protein powder just to get some extra protein in there. But it is the best protein pancakes I have personally ever made. Little honey on Griffin's pancake and a little bit of honey for me as well. It's crazy to think that these pancakes are just over 300 calories with over 35 grams of protein. Doesn't get much better. Griffin's really impressed. Now, if anyone has been on the channel long enough to remember the poverty cereal using the Peace Science Snickerdoodle protein powder as the milk, let me know in the comments down below. Gosh, I should have really looked at my hair before that. So I just realized that in those last few clips, I had toothpaste all over my shirt. We were trying to get Griffin more comfortable with brushing his teeth, and that last scenario was a fail. But if any of you parents have tips for that, please let me know. But that goes into my next point, and that almost all of my free time is spent trying to become the best dad that I can and really be present with my family, and the camera does take away from that. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't want my child to be a character in my content. I see it all the time, and it's not something that I agree with for us. Now, I don't care what anyone else does, but for me, it seems wrong to use them for marketing or clicks or anything like that. And trust me, it's hard. Every parent can attest. You think your child is the cutest, the most entertaining. You want to share everything they do with the world. And it's tempting, especially when you are making content. But I don't think it's right. Again, it's just my personal opinion. I do not care what anyone else does. I think you all have your own individual choices. But given that, there's not a whole lot I can show you when I'm spending the majority of my time with my child. So you might see bits and pieces, but for the most part on this channel, I really want to stick to things outside of that. Sprinkle some of that in. Of course, we're all trying to learn from one another, but again, I am not gonna make him a character or a marketing tool for social media. And that goes for the entire family. I know a lot of people will sexualize their husbands, their wives, their girlfriends, boyfriends, or whoever for social media. And I have the luxury of having the most beautiful wife in the entire world. I mean, everywhere we go out, we get stopped and people tell her how beautiful she is. And I feel very lucky, but I don't want that to be ingrained in my content. Right? I just don't think it's fair to anyone, and it's not one of our core values as a family of utilizing that as a way to generate interest. So while this kind of content might not be for everyone, it's going to be a lot of sit down videos where I talk about my thoughts, my perspectives, my experiences, and I will share as much as I feel comfortable sharing with you guys. But overall, it's going to be just a lot like this, you and I face to face in the camera. So if that's not something you're interested in, I totally get it. Me 10 years ago, I was only watching vlog style content, but it's just a different phase of life that I'm in, and it's something that I've just come to terms with. Which is a perfect transition because Megan, this guy, and this guy are all gonna go get ice cream, one of our favorite family activities on Sunday, and it's gonna be awesome. Now, if you guys have been on the channel for a while, you probably remember all of the epic cheat days. You could see some of the extravagant creations. My stomach is just, but we have toned it down a lot over the years, and now I just allow myself a free meal every single Sunday, and this is almost always what it is. So I get the cauliflower crust pizza from Aldi and then the takeout crispy wings. And what I love about this is it's, of course, not too terribly bad for you, right? It's better than just going all out on a cheat day. It's also really, really affordable. It's like 10 bucks for everything here. And then I'll wash it down with one of the best waters I've ever had. I know there's a lot of different options out there. I promise you, this Polar is the best. In my opinion, this is better than pizza and wings at most restaurants. Griffin, you agree? And I still do end my Sundays with my fat and weird cookies. So that's gonna be the end of the video. I really appreciate anyone that took their time out of their day to watch this video or any other video. And if you did, I wanna thank you guys by offering a giveaway for my favorite supplement stack, which is my reds, blues, and greens by PE Science. So if you made it to this point, let me know in the comments down below your favorite part, as well as your favorite part of the video, as well as your Instagram handle, so I know how to get a hold of you. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you next time.